With me today is Terry Baine, who's, well, he's a musician, but beyond that, he's a full-time teacher, a physics teacher, in fact, at Pius X High School. And he comes to music in a kind of a different way. He went out and got the inspiration. Tell us a bit about the inspiration, Terry, where the music for your first effort is coming from.
Well, I would say mostly from the experience I had in Nigeria. I was there for 2 years, and I was in a very rural setting, no running water, no electricity, in southeastern Nigeria, in a little village called Ekem. And you know, when you're in a place like that, there's not an awful lot of entertainment going down.
So you make your own.
Basically, and my entertainment consisted of going into the village and meeting the people who lived in the village, good friends with the village chief, and of course then you have to learn the language, because although English is the language of tuition there, it's not spoken certainly at home amongst the people who live there. So to get to know people in the village, you have to learn to speak the native language.
And music is a way of communicating?
Well, it's all part of one thing, I suppose, because music just comes so naturally in Nigeria. Everything, it's almost connected with every little facet of life.
So what did they think of your, say, your white man music? Did you go over there with with your Gordon Lightfoot songs or something, or did you?
No, yeah, Gordy. Yeah.
No,
right.
How they think of you,
No, basically, I just I didn't want to impose any music. I was there to learn. I was there ostensibly to teach. I taught chemistry and mathematics, but I felt that I too had to have a learning experience.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to impose any music, and I just sort of sucked it all in. So anything that they had to offer, I was willing to take it and adapt it to perhaps ideas that I had earlier.
So tell me a bit about your project now. You've taken their ideas and obviously you've made them your own, but what is it about songs like this one here, Dear Planet Man, which we'll hear later, that are particularly African, or that you feel were influenced by them? More the sensibility towards nature, or was it the musical aspiration?
I think it was I know that in Dear Planet Man it was more lyrics. It was a really bizarre sort of environment there. If you can imagine listening to the radio very late at night, you'd be listening to Radio Canada International, or you'd be listening to Radio Moscow or Voice of America. You know, they're all together there. Yeah, Radio Canada International was certainly the station I like to listen to the most, because I often can't tell the difference between Voice of America and Radio Moscow. But I was thinking, if a nuclear war sort of broke out, here I am in a village in Africa, and
literally in the middle of nowhere.
In the middle of nowhere. Is this going to affect me at all?
Yeah.
And that's basically what the song's about. It talks of polarization of different powers, and what happens if there's a nuclear war. Do we sort of go out and have a party afterwards?
The third world becomes the first world.
Yeah, and in the end of the song, I think it's a little more positive, where we sort of have a little optimistic view of what's going to happen eventually.
So you're putting these songs right now on tape, and you're actually going to try and
it's almost there. We've been working on an album at Ambient Studios. Phil Bova will be playing bass on the song that we'll be singing, and former student of mine at St. Pius X, Vilma Tilbenny, is also joining us today to help out on the song. And the album's almost finished. I'm hoping to get it released in the month of March.
Well, we'll keep in touch with you. This is Dear Planet Man from Terry Baine and friends.
Planet Man, I've got something to lay on the line. We tried it before, but it seems we were wasting our time. Nothing dropping in my dream. Nothing dropping in my dream. threatening to turn off the lights. Sitting in our jungle home awaiting the news of that night. Couldn't fall in my dreams. Couldn't fall in my dreams. Hoping they will find exactly what they're searching for. It's not so hard for them to do. And if the smoke has cleared, we can party on the beach tonight. Drink a little toast and thank our gods we won't be going home. Won't be going home. Won't be going home. Planet Man, well, we sure had a really good time. Just wait for the rains to come to wash away